this is the beginning of a rupture point in the AI technology, which is going to blow our mind more. So when we think about cloud and data was something big, and we could use some more of the traditional AI, I think this is just the next wave. So it's going to accelerate even more this collaboration in between human and machine. Definitely. Obviously, at the moment, there's still, it's like the car moment. You have a few accidents before you kind of invent the traffic control. Well, it's going to be a little bit the same, as some of those things are opening up. Obviously, people are a little worried with the regulatory framework and the possibilities, but as soon as we get to use and we control some of those topics, well, there'll be another one coming up. I think one thing is for sure is the pace of change is never been that fast.
So you have to think of ways how to use ChatGPT in your platform, in your conversational AI platform, in order to make it adaptable for the enterprise environment, because currently it's more of a B2C. It's not controllable. The answers are not controllable, in that they don't have the level of control that an enterprise environment would require. And you need to start different processes, different automations in order to make to create a virtual assistant.
I just think it's got a lot of challenges to get over it. I mean, there's a lot of things or areas that the big thing for me is trust. I mean, you've seen it all around fake news, and I watched literally, I think it's Steve that posted it on LinkedIn, and it shows you Leonardo DiCaprio doing a speech at the United Nations around climate change, and they've fixed it to have like 6 different people using his language or putting their voices over what he's saying. They use like Kim Kardashian, the president, all these different people. And I think that's a big thing for us. It's trust. It's making sure and I think a lot of companies, I see DRUID do it, and it's the power of educational marketing. It's so important. But educational marketing can only work if you're being honest, if you're being factual. And I think a lot of companies are switching towards that route because they know helping a customer is what's going to get them as a customer.
Data privacy issue is the one that is gathering the most attention. Pretty much everyone I talk to understands that there's a potential data privacy issue here, especially if your approach involves models that someone else hosts for you or offers for you, like OpenAI, for instance. There's always the question of, okay, what does this model retain from the data I presented to it? Is it used to train itself? Is that a potential data leak for me as a company? Those kinds of questions.
A tool like DRUID, a conversational AI platform, preparing the enterprise context in the secured way and isolating the prompt and stopping the model to hallucinate, it's a key. So there are tools and solutions to absorb the generative AI aligned with each particular use case.
With generative AI, it's creating that next gap, and you cannot keep if you cannot keep up with these technologies because you're strangled by the legacy systems, then it's a race to whether you survive or not. And I think that we've never seen, and I think that's what might finally bring IT and business together. We're seeing it ourselves. We're witnessing it within the no-code technology space now, adding generative AI, where you can build things in moments as opposed to years, right? And you can experiment faster to live and production like you've never been able to before. I think people should be worried, but that worry should quickly turn to reimagining the way software is going to be built from this day forward.
Then we're moving up from fast IT to ultra fast IT. You're a user, and you would say to a software robot, observe what I'm doing, which RPA can already do today with task mining and process mining. Observe what I'm doing and automate it. So, and you can say it in language, observe what I'm doing now, start, finish, automate it. And then you already have, again, the observe is already done, computer vision, which is the underlying of RPA. And then automate is basically developing the script, and it can auto-develop its script, the automation script. So now it's not even fast IT, it's ultra fast IT.